Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? Yes, it's me, Evangelist Frida Gore. I come just to let you all know that I was thinking about you, and I've heard so many people saying great things about the things that I've been doing in this season. I just want to tell you all thank you for every person that purchased my book right here, forever grateful. I'm thankful for you for that, and also for those that purchased my natural beauty collection. I just thank God for that. And many people have asked me, how did it start, my beauty line? Well, I just come to let you know that it started from some personal experiences that I was having myself. And people would say, "Oh, you shouldn't tell people what you go through. People gonna look at you different." Or, I don't care how people look at me, because I had the issues that I had. I've overcame the things that I've overcame. But just to let you know how Crown with Faith started. Crown with Faith started because over 2 years ago, I started dealing with hair loss, and it started a little bit from around my edges. No, no, I'm sorry. It started from the crown of my head. I noticed that it was one little small spot. It was one small spot there. Then as I began to continue to get my hair done, and at the time I was wearing the sew-ins back to back, back to back, back to back, and I'm not sure what caused my hair to come out. The doctors are not even sure what caused it to come out. Then I had something else that came up that I was thinking that was the problem. I had surgery done, but then the doctor was like, no, that wouldn't have caused it, wouldn't have caused it. And it started from like a small spot of like a dime. Um, then that small spot went from a dime to a nickel to a quarter. Then it got so big, you all. I believe it got big as like the top of this here. You can't see it, but it got the top of this. Well, the top of this. And when it got that big, I began to worry and I began to wonder. And I was like, Lord, what in the world am I going to do? My hair is falling out. I was ashamed. I didn't want anybody to know about it. So I did end up, telling two people that was close to me, my mom being one. And I was like, listen, this is becoming, a problem. And I'm the type of person, I love my hair. My hair was so long and pretty. Never had any problems with hair loss. It doesn't run in my family. That's the first thing the doctors are like, oh, it's hereditary. It's hereditary. No, it's not. It's not hereditary. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to get something done, because I don't want to lose my hair. We as women, nobody wants to lose their hair. And we all be real about it. Even down to in this generation, men are losing their hair as well. Men are losing their hair as even in their beards. They can't grow, their beards. It won't thicken up. And they don't know what's going on. And a lot of it, people were saying and doctors were saying, oh, it's a hormonal imbalance, excuse me. Yes, it probably was, but at the same time, I was taking vitamins, I was taking the medicine the doctors was giving me, I was going to the doctor over and over and over again. And as I stated in the post that I posted, I've went far as, doctors, 2 and 3 hours away that I never told anybody about, because, like I said, I was ashamed, to let people know. But the thing being is that you never know who's suffering with the thing that you're suffering with. And one thing about me, I'm an outgoing, loving person. I mean, I just love people and I just love myself. So dealing with the issue, I was like, God, and it began to get big. It started like right here, then it began to go here, then it began to go here, then it went to the side, then it went to the side, and I had a spot here, and then it was my edges, and I really did, get scared, and I was going to the doctors. I was taking all kind of medicine. I was taking shots in my scalp, yeah. Right. I was taking shots in my scalp, shots all over here, whatever. And then the doctor was like, oh, it's going to grow, it's going to grow, it's going to grow for 2 years. For 2 years. my hair didn't grow. They were like, well, try Rogaine, try um um Monodexiol or whatever you call it. They tried that, minoxidil. Try that. I tried so much stuff, and I said, God, it's got to be something. It's got to be something that you got to, you know, give me in order to make my hair grow. Well, lo and behold, I prayed one night and I asked the Lord, I was like, Lord, my hair is my glory. That's what it says in the word. And I don't want my hair to fall out. I don't want to walk around here, because I'm not the type of person that can wear wigs. I don't know how to wear them, never wore them, and I just didn't know what to do. So I did continue to get I was getting quick weeds, and the dermatologist told me, he said, Frida, he said, you got to stop with the quick weeds because you're allergic to the glue. I said, allergic to the glue? So I stopped with the quick weeds, and then I started getting the sew-ins. And one thing about a person that does a good sew-in is that, when you get a sew-in, if they're pulling real tight on your hair to braid your hair, that's one of the issues that we as women or men, if you get your hair braided, is it will help cause hair loss. So thanks be to God, to Karen's Designs in Tabor City, Karen Long. She was doing my sew-ins. I trusted her and she did a great job, and I've never had that problem. And I explained to her when she started doing my sew-ins the issues that I was having, and she said, well, Frida, I don't braid that tight. You don't have to worry about that. And I can honestly say, when I was getting my sew-ins with Karen, I didn't have those problems of my hair falling out. I didn't have that problem. She wasn't braiding my brains out to where my hair was so tight that I couldn't lay down and sleep, and I had to take hot water washcloth or whatever, steam washcloth, or steam my hair. If that's going on, that means your beautician or whoever it is braiding your hair entirely too tight. So I continue to be going to the doctor, and the doctor told me, he said, okay, Frida, he said, the only way your hair gonna grow back is you gotta go natural. I said, gotta go natural? He said, yeah. I was like, why I gotta go natural for my hair to grow back? And he said, because you don't need to keep putting these chemicals and stuff in your hair. Maybe that's the issue that you're going through. I said, well, I'm not the type of person that I like to walk around here with, my hair being knotty and stuff, and no, that's not me. Now, there will be times when I was in between hairdos, or the rain caught it, or what have you, and my hair, it was kind of on the knotty side, but that was by choice because I was waiting on an appointment to get to the doctor. Yes, but the thing being with that is, I was like, no, going natural is not for me. Nothing against people who go natural, because your hair is healthy, your hair is beautiful, but different strokes for different folks. That's just not me. That's not just who I am. So I said there had to be something else that I could do. Well, lo and behold, I said, after I prayed one night, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I was crying, and I was like, Lord, because the spots in my head was getting so big, and I should have charged my other cell phone up that had the real big picture of it. And actually, my beautician, Karen Long, she had some pictures at the time where she was taking pictures of it or whatever. It was growing a little bit, but it wasn't growing like I wanted to grow, and wasn't filling in like I wanted to fill in and stuff. And she was giving me hope. She was talking to me, and I was like, you know what? Something got to give. So I got on my knees one night and I prayed, and I said, Lord, give me something. Give me something natural that I can do to get my hair to grow back. My hair I've always had bad dandruff. I've always had, it was dry, it was brittle, over the course of the years now, probably when I got into my I want to think probably about my middle 30s. That's when I started noticing a change within my hair. Because I've always, like I said in the past, I've always had pretty thick, beautiful, lustrous hair. So when I noticed that, I was like, Lord, you got to give me something. And after I got through praying and crying out to God or whatever, and my mom just kept telling me, before I go on, my mom kept telling me, her and one of my friends kept saying, well, Frida, stop worrying about your hair. If you stop worrying about your hair will grow. Your hair will grow. Your hair will grow. They could say that because they wasn't dealing with the issues that I was dealing with, and me being a people's person and, a lovable person and, outgoing person, and I'm always out and about and I'm doing things, and I'm like, okay, I'm the one that's dealing with the hair loss. Okay, y'all not dealing with the hair loss like me. Y'all got beautiful hair. So how is it you telling me not to worry? Because if anything's going on or any issue that you're facing, you're gonna worry. It's quite natural. Well, I prayed that night and I gave it to God and I said, Lord, I need a remedy to grow my hair back. I need this to be your remedy that you give me, because there are a lot of people that's dealing with what I'm dealing with, God, that are really ashamed and don't really want people to know their story. So when I got up from praying off my knees, I laid in my bed. And I could hear the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me just as clear and said, the remedy is in your hands. And I said, yes, Lord. And when I got up, I cut my light on and I took my hands and I was looking at my hands like this. I said, Lord, the remedy is in my hands. I said, you know what? If the remedy is in my hands, that means I got to put something in my hand in order for it to work. So then I thought about it and I was like, okay, well, what I'm going to do, Lord? What I'm going to do? And it dropped in my spirit about natural oils. Whatever it had to be organic, and it had to be natural with no type of chemicals or anything in it. So I got up from my bed and I came downstairs because I couldn't find the cord to my laptop. So I came downstairs and I got on my computer and I went to searching about different oils and the benefits of the oils and, what pertains, in the oils and everything. And I was like, okay. I said, well, Lord, I said, I'm going to try this. So I got I went out and I brought a few oils and I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And, many people may not believe me. Many people may not believe me when I tell you it was like the formula that I got was like the Lord downloaded it, gave it to me. I'm laying in my bed after praying one night and then it was just coming to me. This oil, use this much. That oil, use this much. That oil, use this much. And I'm like, so I have a pen and a notepad by my bed, because a lot of times, after praying, God will give me something and I write it down and I have it, but I'm not going to show you because it's my, formula that he gave me. So I wrote it down. And I started using it, well, I ain't gonna say I started using it, but I wrote it down and I made sure that it was exactly what he told me, because I didn't want to add none and I didn't want to take anything out. But, so I was like, okay. So I purchased the bottle of oil, and I mixed the oil together just in the formula that he told me. And I prayed over my oil and I said, okay, Lord, this is me and you. I'm going to trust you because you gave it to me. And if you gave it to me, I know that it's going to work. I have just that much faith. You have to have faith and you have to be consistent in whatever you do, and just with the oil as well. So what I did is I started in January. And Denise DeWitt, Niecy was doing my hair because I went to her and I was like, Niecy, I said, here's the thing. I'm not getting no more sew-ins. I'm not getting no more quick weaves. We gonna ride it out. And she was like, yeah, right, Frida. She didn't believe in me. I was like, yes, I am. I said, I'm not putting nothing in my hair. I said, because I made this oil. The Spirit of the Lord gave me the oil, and this is what I'm gonna do. And she said, okay, but I know you're going to go back to your bob. You love your bob weed. Yes, I love my bob weed. And I may get it, in months or years, days to come, or whatever. But it won't be anything that I have to get all the time. So when she started doing my hair, and I laughed because it's so funny, because my daughter, she was laughing at me, and she said, "Mama," she said, "where are you going with them grandma curls?" I said, "Girl, let me tell you." I said, "Me and God is on a mission with this hair growth oil." Let me tell you, from January to June, I made that oil. I think I only went, if I'm not mistaken, I only went through I'm going to say 3 bottles of oil. 3 bottles of oil. I used it twice a day. I used it every day. And what I did was, I took my bottle, I put it by my faucet in my bathroom. So when I go to bed at night, I brush my teeth. When I put my head down, I look up, my oil was there. That was a reminder to let me know to use my oil before I go to bed. I took the oil, I put 2 drops in whichever area it was. I massaged it for 2 to 3 minutes. I even sung me a little song while I'm massaging it. Okay. In the morning, when I woke up, got ready to start my day, when I go in there to brush my teeth, that oil was there. When I lift my head up, I would see the oil. That reminded me to put the oil in my hair. So I did that. I did that, you all, for, I want to say 6 months, from January to June. And I made a bottle and I gave it to my mom. And my mom was using it, whatever. And I told my mom, I said, "Mom, listen," I said, you use this or whatever, with, however you want to use it, you will see some great results. And as I used the oil, and I would go to my mom, and I was like, "Mama, look," I would take the mirror, hold it up, and I would look, and I was like, "Oh my God, my hair is filling in, my hair is filling in." I would go to my mom, and I said, "Mama," I said, "Look," I said, "Mama, my hair is growing back." And she said, "Oh my God, Frida," she said, "It really is, it really is." She said, "The oil really does work." Yes, it was working for me. It was working for me. So I just kept using it, kept using it, kept using it, kept using it. And while I was using it, and I can say, everybody at oh Lord, what's the name of the place? Smart Styles in North Myrtle Beach, Gator Hole, they can tell you, when I started going there to get my hair done by Denise, I tell people I had like a sunroof in the top of my hair. You can look in my hair and you can see my scalp. My scalp, it was so white looking, so pale looking. I would grease it, and it still wouldn't come back to life. I didn't know what was going on. And over the course of the weeks and months and stuff of me going there, and they noticed that my hair was growing back, and it was like, "Oh my God, your hair is really growing." It was like, "What in the world have you used?" And I told them I made some oil and I had used it. And Denise was telling me, she said, Nisi, a lot of people know her as Nisi. She said, "Frida," she said, "maybe you need to make this oil and sell this oil, because a lot of people are dealing with the same stuff that you're dealing with." And I was like, "No," I said, "I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that or whatever." She said, "Listen," she said, "people need this oil." When I made the first 10 bottles of oil, and Denise called me, Denise bought 5 bottles of oil from me. She bought those 5 bottles of oil. She distributed however she distributed or whatever. And she was like, "You're going to have to make some more oils." One thing I want to say, anybody can use this oil. Anybody. It doesn't matter your nationality. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You can use this oil, because the oil is natural. If it's natural, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to harm you by no means. And it has so many different properties and benefits that you could benefit from. Some of these oils have your vitamins in them. Your vitamin A, B1, B12, B6, your vitamin C, and your vitamin B. It has all of that, vitamin E, all of that good stuff in it, that most of the time that we're missing something. We're missing something from the oil. So I used it, and I made it, and guess what? When I even give some family members some oil to try, and I had some ambassadors out there, and I just gave them the oil, and I was like, "Look, try this," and they started, and lo and behold, these people have came back to me, and it was like, "Oh my God, this oil is working for me." If you do what you're instructed to do, use your oil day in and day out. And I know some hairdressers will tell you, oh, that's too much oil, that's too much oil. You never know why your hair is coming out. They'll say, well, it could be medically induced by your medicine. Yes, it could be that. It could be, a lot of people don't want to hear it. It could be by things that you're eating out fast food and stuff all the time. That's not good for you as well. What you eat will take a toll over your hair. It will take a toll over your skin, your body, and all. So I changed a little bit of what I ate, and I just been seeing nothing but progress, progress to now. I can hold my head down. I don't know if you can see it or whatever, but I'm gonna get tech savvy to where I can put the pictures up in my videos whenever I do it, to let you know that yes, it's working. Now, here is something that I've heard someone say, well, oh, she can't guarantee that the oil is gonna work. There's no guarantee. I can't guarantee you that it's not going to work. Only way this oil will not work for you is if you don't apply it like you're supposed to. Because anything natural is good for the body. It's good for your hair. It's good for you. So, I mean, if you use it, you will see some type of results. Whether your hair is not dry or brittle anymore, it stimulates your hair follicles. It also gives you a shine. It's just really, 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 really good oil, if you ask me. I like to tell people, try it for yourself. Don't knock it unless you try it. And after one of the family members had said something to another family member and showed them the actual progress of their hair, I can say June the 26th, my niece Khadijah Hemingway, she told me, she said, Aunt Frida, she said, girl, you need to start selling that oil. You need to post on Facebook and let these people know about this oil, because there's a lot of people that's wearing wigs, that's wearing extensions, that's wearing quick weaves, that's wearing braids because they're losing their hair and they don't want nobody to know. So I pondered it and I pondered it and I pondered it. And guess what? When I made that post, you all, and I felt like it was a sign from God, because when I made that post, at the time, I have 40 bottles of oil that I have made. I was waiting to get ready for the launch. 40 bottles of oil made. I believe it was 4 o'clock or something to 4 when I made that post. In the time, I might be off on the time. But when I made that post, by Sunday morning, by I think it was 11 o'clock, I had sold all 40 bottles. I left and went to one of my best friend's birthday party over in North Carolina, and my phone was just dinging. It was just going off, dinging, dinging, dinging. People was messaging me and everything or whatever, because a lot of times people don't want people to know what they're dealing with or what they're going through. And because I like to think that I have great influence with people, and it was like, okay, if she's not ashamed and she went through it, okay, if it worked for her, maybe it's gonna work for me. But that 40 bottles of oil sold in less than 24 hours, you guys. And I've been getting so many responses back about the oil working for them, and oh, my hair is growing and my hair is thickening up, and I'm excited. And there are going to be some naysayers out there. There are going to be some people that don't believe in it, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to love you no less. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to say anything to discredit the way you feel, because we all are entitled to what we believe in. But guess what? I know that it worked. The people that's out there knows that it's working, and if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. But I just want to let each and every one of you know, those of you who have not came out and said anything about what you're dealing with, you don't have to suffer in silence. Hit me up. I will be of a great help to you with this oil. And one of my policies is for my product line is especially with the oil. When you message me, your business is me and your business. No one won't know you brought the oil for me, not unless you disclose it. If you disclose it, then that's okay. I'm not going to disclose it because a lot of people don't want people to know what they're dealing with, and that's fine with me. I keep our secret amongst, but I will be checking with you from time to time to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't use the oil consistently, then no, it's not gonna work for you. It may work a little bit, but it won't work for the maximum benefit and the results of using it daily. So you got to be consistent applying this oil. You got to. I have cancer patients. I have alopecia patients, clients. I have many people that's dealing with all type of issues with their hair that has purchased this oil and using this oil. Many different nationalities that's using this oil. And the testimonials will come. I do have my website up, and I have people that saying, okay, well, I see that you have this in the oil. I'm allergic to this. I'm allergic to that. And if you are, all you have to do is reach out to me. Says, Frida, I want to buy a bottle of your oil, but I'm allergic to X, or I'm allergic to XYZ. I know oils that I can substitute for some of the oils. And people say, well, do you have two different types of oil? Because there were two different bottles. And how this came about is I started out with the white bottle, the clear bottles. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but I started out with the clear bottles, being that, and that's before I knew that if you're going to use oils and essential oils, that you need a darker bottle to keep the properties and the heat from substance, or making your oil not effective and messing with the properties, because heat can destroy some of the properties or the benefits within it. So I still had the white bottles, but I ran out of the white bottles. And so what I did is, everybody know Amazon is your go-to whenever your order habit came in. So I had ordered some bottles from Amazon, and it was brown bottles, and I got the brown bottles, and someone said, well, are you doing two different types of oil? At the time, I wasn't doing two different types of oil. It was just two different bottles, because I used the brown bottle when I couldn't get the white bottle. And I have a supplier that I buy my wholesale bottles from, so I use both of them. But I do have quite a few people that say, well, I'm allergic to this, I'm allergic to that. Can you make this oil for me with with something else? So I will be substituting just for the ones that reach out to me and say, I'm allergic to this, I'm allergic to that. I can mix your oil to where you'll be able to use it without those things. So it will be two different oils, and I would want to label that as like a sensitive oil. But most of the oils in it will still be the same. But some people are just allergic to some stuff, and some people are not. If you like me, they say I am allergic to a lot of stuff, but when it came down to these oils, no, I wasn't allergic to anything. But I do know some people are. Some people are allergic. But the thing about it is, I just wanted to let you know what I do have. And they will say, well, what's in your oil? You have jojoba oil, which helps with the dryness and the breakage, and it regulates your scalp sebum, which produces a healthy scalp for your hair to grow. And this oil can be used on your skin also. Jojoba oil is good for dry, damaged hair. It works great for dandruff. It works great for hair loss. It is good for split ends. And for hair that's prone for tangling. And one thing about that was, I can honestly say, both of my hairdressers, Karen and Denise, can say, no matter how I had my hair done, whenever I took my hair out, y'all, my hair tangled so bad in knots to where it would, like, my hair would pop off at the knots, and like big knots or whatever. And I was like, what in the world? But ever since I've been using this oil, Denise has told me that the dynamics of my hair has changed. She washed my hair. I lose little, hair, a little bit of hair or whatever, or it's not tangled as bad. She can run her hands through my hair when she's washing my hair. So she said, Frida, she said the oil is really working. The jojoba oil can be used as a conditioner. It's great for the dry scalp, and it gives your hair shine, and it just promotes hair growth. And I also use sweet almond oil. The sweet almond oil, it promotes hair growth as well, and it has the vitamins A, B1, and B6, and E, and it makes dry, dull hair. It makes it shiny, smooth, and great for even your skin tone, and it helps with dry skin. And I use this oil on my skin. Sometimes, like when I have little scars or whatever, I can put, the sweet almond oil on it, and the scars are really diminishing. I also use avocado oil. Avocado oil contains the vitamins of A, B, D, and E, the protein, and the folic acid. And it's also great for hair growth and maintaining a healthy scalp. And it just adds that amazing shine and lustrous. And everybody that know me, my hair used to just be just brittle, just dry. And to be honest with you, this morning, because I had a funeral this morning at 10 o'clock, one of my lovely, lovely cousins went on to be with the Lord. And so I had curls in it from yesterday and at the wedding and funeral on yesterday. So I got up this morning and I just blow dried my hair, and it was straight. It was straight, you all. Went to the funeral, and I got home, and I noticed my hair, it started curling back up from when I had the curls in it. I said, okay, it still got the shine and still looks good. But I also use grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is full of vitamin E, and it has fatty acids. It's great for hair growth and maintaining a healthy scalp, and it adds the shine as well, because most of the time we have that dry hair, we need it shine. And Jamaican black castor oil, it prevents dry, brittle hair, and it aids in hair growth and thickness, and adds strength with consistent use. This oil is a humectant, and which really, really, really good. I told you about the sweet almond oil and the jojoba oil and argan oil. Argan oil is one of my favorites. Argan oil, it eliminates frizz, it prevents your split ends. It can be used as a leave-in conditioner. You use it for everyday styling. Can be used as a hot oil treatment, and it's good for dry scalp, and can also be used as a heat protector. So I use argan oil as well. And those are just some of the oils that I use. And I use some essential oils. I use lavender oil. I used lavender oil, also tea tree oil, rosemary oil, and it's 2 or 3 more oils that I use that I will not disclose, but they are natural and they are organic, because I'm not gonna tell you everything. And one of my sisters, she told me, she said, girl, don't put your ingredients on your bottle, people gonna steal you. One thing about it, they won't be able to steal this recipe because everything is not on the bottle. I wasn't crazy enough to put everything on the bottle, so many may go out, they may try to copy it, but hey, you won't be able to make it the way I make it, because like I said, there's some things in there that you don't know, which is oil, and which is essential oil. So just wanted to let you know what I was doing. And also, even with my line, I do have a body butter that I just made and was trying it out, me and my children. It's made with 100% natural oils, and you can use this on your hair as well, and for your skin. And I'm just gonna open it and let you see that it is body butter in it. It is. You can't really see it, but it is. You can see it a little bit right there. And it smells so good. And I put eucalyptus in this one because I love the smell of eucalyptus. It's in this one, and this smaller one is the same thing. I just made the batch, and I just tried this is the 4 ounce. This is the 8 ounce. And also coming soon will be your organic lotion. Your organic lotion, yes. And one thing about me, everybody know I love to be classy. I love to be professional with everything that I do. So I wanted to keep my bottles the same color, and I wanted to keep, my labeling the same thing, and that's what I did. And the blue top is, it just says, it has my logo, Crown with Faith, 100% natural hair and body product, forever grateful and blessed LLC. So someone can say, do she really have her license, or she her name, with the South Carolina state? I can tell you, yes. One thing about me, I'm very business oriented. I made sure I had my names, secured. Except South Carolina State, you want to look up my LLC. You can look up Forever Grateful and Blessed LLC. That's with the South Carolina State. And also Crowned with Faith LLC is with South Carolina State as well. So I do have my stuff in place. I have my business license. I have all that good stuff that I needed to be able to market and sell my product. So you don't have to worry about anything. And if you ever want to get in touch with me, reach out to me. I do have my website up and running now. It's www.crownedwithfaith.com. If you, for some reason that you can't get it, message me. And I'll get back with you within 24 hours. I do have my YouTube page. It's Crown with Faith Natural Products. Go subscribe, like, click, share. Let people know what's going on. Also, I have my Instagram. It's Crown with Faith Natural Products as well. Follow me. And as I was telling one of my friends the other day, if you follow me, when I post, you share, click, and tag, and I will be giving some products out to some people. It'd be random, the people that sharing my post, sharing, or following me, whatever the Lord tells me, that's what I'm gonna do. And I